Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday's update call. I hope you guys are all having an awesome week. It is hump day, as they call it, and a lot of you are getting ready to go to bed, and some of you are starting to wake up in different parts of the world. So welcome to the call. Today, we've got a couple of quick updates. First of all, as you know, we kicked off the game last night. We have a couple of bugs that we did not expect. So first of all, we always own everything. When we tell people about things, we own it. So we missed some dates on a calculation of what we done, which is showing some different date on a couple of the different sections of the leaders board and the playoff board. Also, the playoff board is showing from week 1, 2, and 3 is showing for the week 3. So we are aware of it. So thank you for reporting to us. We kind of caught it early this morning. And of course, we will have that fixed here on the leaders board and of course get the dates done. Hopefully we'll get that finished off tonight. We believe the fix has been done now on the wheel for everybody's around the world, different browsers. However, we're not in different parts of the world. So guys, if you're landing on a wheel that it's between the numbers and it's calculating the number in front or the number behind, please let us know at help desk, because again, we don't and can't test every browser around the world, but we believe that fix has been put in place, which will solve the problem that we have there. We also have got a complete sign-up process that now we're going to go through today. That's the first thing we're going to do. And then we're going to go and talk about the $50 million pool, but we do want to sign up a ticket to show you how easy it is. So there's no reason for not to sell tickets. Right now, tickets are points. Points mean money. Money means enjoy your future. So right now, it's all about ticket sales and generating ticket sales out there. Now, we are constipating or thinking about maybe changing the landing page and going directly to the website, just so you're aware of that. We're going to be doing some testing. We are getting a tremendous amount of traffic to our landing pages. We're getting a small amount of traffic going from our landing pages over to the website. However, what's interesting is after analyzing the data for the last couple of days, we really couldn't start analyzing it to this week. We are noticing where people are getting to, and we're not sure. What happened was we had a lot of pressure from a couple of different people to say, purchase your ticket now, purchase your ticket now on our website. Let me do a screen share. Justin, do you want to get that form all filled in so that we can go straight to it with the form filled in and we can just go on from there?
Sure.
Yeah, do that in the background so it's got all the data filled in because everybody knows about the form, and I'll quickly go over this. So guys, we got a lot of input from certain people that wanted us to write purchase your ticket, purchase your ticket, purchase your ticket. And since we've done that and added then purchase your tickets to it, it has created a drop off by about 42% on people completing the sign up process. So what we think that is, and we have no proof, remember this is still an early age for us. What we think that is, people think they're committing right there to make the purchase. Where in fact they don't even know that a ticket costs $20, $50, $100 or whatever, because it's not on the site. So we think that's what's creating the problem. We are seeing people clicking on purchase a ticket, so it's showing that yes, they want to do it, but our drop off is dropped off, and not 50%, but right around 42% of people signing up for this page. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an experiment and try it and see what happens. We're making some necessary change codes. So your code, if they go from the banner, it will take it right to the Avazoo site. So we're going to bring them directly to the site. We're expecting that change to go in place this weekend, so we can test it for 2 or 3 days and see how much of a change it makes the difference. In the meantime, what we're going to do, we are also going to change these back for more information we're going to change these back. That did not work. Purchase a ticket. Data doesn't lie, numbers don't lie. It dropped off dramatically. So we're going to change that back. For more information, click here so people don't feel that they're obligated, just so you're aware of that. Also, guys, want to let you know that Marketing on Fire is down right now. They're getting ready to do their new upload. For those of you who know about that, they've got a new AI coming. So that should be up by the weekend. Hopefully we'll get a demonstration for that on the weekend, so you guys are aware about that, so we can kind of kick that into gear and see if that can help some of you guys building some websites. So we are excited about that. So we are officially back open, and I have been open now for a couple of days on our new sign-up process. What we wanted to do today was share that with you, so you have a real understanding. And we're obviously recording this. It's going to be on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, X as they call it now, and all the other ones, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. However, we are going to take this next step as a recording and have that so somebody can see as a sign-up process, so you can see it. Now, if anything breaks, it always seems to break when we're going live and doing something. So let's hope it doesn't, but if it does, let's see what it is so we can fix it. So Justin, let's go ahead. Now, what we're taking you to right now is after you've gone to the Avazoo site website, then you're going to click on purchase ticket. What he's going to show you as soon as he gives you a screen share is that first step anybody sees of a sign-up process. Oh, he's gone to his email. Just?
Yep, I have to verify the account, and then you'll see. Can you see my screen? I'm hoping you can.
Yeah, but you've already gone past the form, haven't you?
Yes, that's what
okay.
You said.
We'll have to do another one in the future. Guys, he's already done the form, filled it in while I was talking in the background, and now he's just verifying his email. So obviously the form, you guys all know what it is. We'll give you another glimpse of it in a minute, just so you know. You fill in all the information that's required there, and he's going through the verification. Sorry, just keep going. I didn't explain exactly what I was looking for. No big deal.
Oh, no worries.
We'll catch it later. Right, so he's going through the verification, email, phone number, verification. At this stage, guys, this is where we were starting to get issues with the next steps. And what the next steps is, and you can see it, and I don't know if I can make this any bigger for my own eyes. I think I can. Yeah, I can. So that's your referral code that's come in. Now, as soon as he submitted that and verified it, it's going to go straight into the dashboard from here. And what it's going to do is ask you for your pop-up. Now, we know we got a low stream volume here, but that pop-up is pretty instant. If you all look, this is where we were losing people in sign-ups. They started to look around in the dashboard, especially since it had the new dashboard look where people could click on links. Everything is grayed out. There is nothing you can do inside the dashboard apart from, go ahead, just upload your picture and keep going through right now, just. So I'll talk it through in the background. So basically, you got to put your image in there. That text above his image explains that you need to have an ID that matches your ID rather than putting up the cap. Then instantly after that, you have the first pop-up. Again, if you look around the background, there is no way you can go on the site. What they can see is the weekly leaders. Okay, they can see what's going on. They can see the playoff board. They can see Herbie down there. Good job, Herbie. I didn't know you got one, but great job. A dollar, a random gift card. So people can see that, but they can't actually participate until they finish it. Then if you look in the center, to make this absolutely as foolproof as we can, we're showing a diagram. It's step 1 of 3, and you're in the process of step 1. So, you've just finished step 1. You're now starting step 2. So I won't go through and read all the words. We can actually get them sent to you, but it's very simple. It just basically says, you play in the daily, weekly, monthly, freely game, win entries, help with your referrals and your sign-up process. Note, congratulations to finish step 1 of 3, your KYC sign-up verification. However, to access your dashboard, so in other words, it's saying that the KYC is completed because we've got the green tick there. Now, to participate in your dashboard, which means allows you to play in the game, you have to complete the following steps, all 3 steps below. So we're showing everything how it should look. And then if you look at the next paragraph underneath John Doe, it says begin by referring to the image above in this pop-up and I can't actually read the word now. I apologize, guys. My eyes are just not good enough. But it goes on, because I know I wrote it. It goes on and says, look at the other image, which is grayed out, and basically you've got to match the color one. So we've done it as simple as we can. There is one link in there that says, if anybody's got a question, they come to it and they don't even know what the game is. There's the game intro. So people at that stage can click on that. That opens in another window. So you're not affecting this window. And it will take you over to, and again, Justin's already told me we've got low streaming volume.
Oops. Yeah, just grayed out on me. Hold on 1 second, guys.
You can go back to it, Justin. I'm not worried about it. It opens up into the game. So it goes into it. Then when you scroll down further on the pop-up, what's going to happen is it gives you two options that you've got to do. You guys should have already seen this in your profile so you can see it. I understand that I will not be able to play in any of the free games if any of the profile dashboard icons aren't grayed out. So we're getting them to understand right from the get-go, it's got to be done. You got to click one of those, or you got to click that, and you got to click, I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. So click, and you will see the proceed at the bottom will come up. It comes to green. Click, immediately this one closes. This is a paid ticket, by the way, guys. So that closes out. It says next step. It says, please remember that if any of the links appear grayed out, or if your payment is pending access to our free games will be restricted. Note, if you are currently, listen carefully, guys, we want you to know this so you don't get people calling you back and getting upset with you or us. No, if you are currently in a restricted country without the ability to purchase a ticket or haven't received a promotional ticket, I can't see the next part. Oh, I can't see it, Justice. It's blurry.
Okay.
It could be my eyes.
You want me to read it for you guys?
Okay, go ahead and just read that paragraph quickly so they know.
Yeah. So note, if you're currently in a restricted country without the ability to purchase a ticket or haven't received a promotional ticket, completing the steps below will grant you a complimentary free weekly game and 7-day access to our Communication Resource Center, CRC.
Okay, so guys, what we're doing is giving everybody a free game. If they come from a restricted country and cannot sign up, they're going to get the opportunity to share the knowledge. They're going to be able to go into the CRC Center and see everybody in the CRC Center. Now, if you'd like to move on, Just, and go to the next one. Yep. No, the next statement, sorry.
Sure.
Yeah. In the event, I think it says, or something like that.
Yeah, even if your IP address is tied to a restricted country at this time, purchasing a raffle ticket will be possible when you travel outside of the restricted area, allowing you to continue with this account.
Again, guys, so when they leave, this account is not going to be deleted. As long as they click that box, it's not going to be deleted. Their entries will sit here for the future. So nobody's wasting time. You won't get people come back to you and say to you, hey, I went through all that nonsense, signed up, and I'm in a restricted country. Okay, so we wanted to make sure that was real clean and real simple for everybody. Now, we can't get everybody to read everything. That's always a problem, as you know, but at least it's here. It does protect you. It does protect us. And if you move on, it says, next paragraph, it says something like, if you're unable to purchase a ticket, I think, or something. I really can't see it.
If you are still unable to purchase a ticket, your account will remain active and will be recognized once the restricted countries gain access to the $1 Billion Raffle. In addition to keeping your interest and excitement level up, we will grant promotional free games for you to play every now and again.
Okay, moving on. It says begin by so-and-so clicking the colors or whatever, changing them from red to green, which you guys are seeing. So Justin, go ahead and do them. I know it's going to open in different windows. Go ahead and complete that process. So while I'm talking to everybody, so you can get them all completed because everybody knows what that stop is. We put these in priorities. So what we done was we kind of went into, actually that's not laid out correct, Just. It should be the CRC first, if I remember correctly. So that's still got to be adjusted. So we'll adjust that, guys. We wanted them to go into the CRC first. then the app, then the Facebook, then the YouTube. Obviously, the CRC sees you guys talking. Downloading the app allows them to participate in the app. And then obviously what the next step is after that, they will go ahead and be able to have the Facebook channel, talk to them, etc., etc. So guys, it's as simple as you can get at this stage. You cannot make it any easier. If you guys have got suggestions to make it easier, yeah, sure, we'll listen to them. But believe me, we have meeting after meeting. We call an outside source to come in. They got to click through these to go forward and continue to play. Now, once Just has gone and logged into the app and doing everything he needs to do to verify, they will all become green. However, if you scroll down a little bit just while you're doing that, I know you're doing something else in the background, but then we can just do it. So it does say reload your pop-up. Now, they should go green as soon as you've completed the process. But if you're in a country or in an area that's got bad internet cell and you're using your mobile device, what's going to happen is it's telling you right there to reload it. And once he clicks and does it, he'll hit reload. Come on, you can do it right now, see if you're in. It'll reload it. And what it will do is it'll make sure at that time he's got everything done. If everything is done, it automatically brings this up. So as soon as it reloaded, it all went green. And it says, please read important information not to be ignored. Okay, now, go ahead. Do you want to read that? Because I can't. Again, it's blurred for me on my computer. Sorry.
Okay. No,
if you had the text the same size as above, I could read it.
I know. I wish that we could make it bigger for everyone too.
Okay.
Kind of helps. But, all right. So it reads, in the event you decide to leave the payment process page without concluding your ticket purchase, any data you have entered will be deleted and not stored on the Avazoo platform. This is in strict accordance to the corporate regulatory and jurisdictional oversight. Failure on your part to conclude the payment process successfully will dictate that you will be required to repeat the process in its entirety and in full prior to securing your ticket purchase. And then there's two options.
Right. So in a nutshell, guys, if somebody's going to make their payment and they don't make the payment, okay, for whatever reason they don't want to make their payment, we have two options there that they can keep the basic information so they can receive newsletter, or they understand that all their information and ticket will be completely deleted and gone, lost. So it's one or the other. You can't click both. In your own personal dashboards now, in your profile, and we'll go to that in a minute, you're going to see one of the links is going to say NA. It doesn't count because you clicked on the other one. So click on for first one for us to keep the information. Once he clicks on that, what's going to happen is it's going to scroll down just. Oh, it already done. It opens as soon as you click on it, and it goes to your payment system. Now, before you see the payment system, it says an attention. We've added this because so many people are still not quite grasping that you got to make a payment. I don't know why. However, we want to make sure that we don't lose your ticket sales like our ticket sales. So what it does, it says attention. And again, quickly, just if you want to read through that quickly, rock and roll.
Yeah. It seems you've been inactive for more than 5 minutes or are about to navigate away from the payment page. You're so close. You've completed the sign-up process and fulfilled all requirements to access our exciting free games. However, unless you make your purchase now, you'll miss out on the chance to enjoy these free games. Remember, if you leave this page, your information will only be retained for 24 hours, limited to your name and email. Act fast to unlock the fun and prizes waiting for you. Not only can you start playing and winning money and prizes immediately, but you can also accumulate free entries to enhance your chances of winning big. Closing this window will log you out, and you'll only have 24 hours to log back in and finalize your payment. Don't delay, seize the moment to secure your ticket now. And then it says, we accept both credit card and crypto payments for your convenience. If you have any inquiries, our help desk is ready to assist. Simply click the button below. Tickets are disappearing quickly, and the games with free daily, weekly, and monthly opportunities are in full swing. So don't miss your shot at winning thousands of dollars before the main raffle.
All right. So, guys, click on continue to make payment. So it's back to the site. Okay. At this stage, guys, if he moves that cursor off that page, go up with the cursor slowly, just. So as soon as he goes up with the cursor and he goes off that page, Go on, bingo. That same pop-up comes up, right? So what it is, it's a last chance kind of opportunity. Now, the first thing you're going to say, and I went and looked at Graham's emails because I get them, daily, like you guys do if you've been parts of Graham. And there's a lot of information in Graham's emails. So I've always been the kind of person tell them less, especially the younger generation. They'd rather get a visual than reading. But on this particular pop-up, it's got a terrific amount of information. And again, the idea is it's our last shot, our last chance to get to them. So again, if you hit continue to make payment, Justin, if you sit on this page without, now just leave your cursor there. If we sat here and waited for 5 minutes, that pop-up will come up. Then it will take you out of the site. It will literally close this page down, and that will count the 24-hour countdown time. So you guys know, and we have to do that. That's required by the regulator, and we couldn't even get 24 hours. Originally, he's allowed us to do that. But as you can see, nothing is signed on, but everybody can see something. They can see their weekly leaderboard. They can see all the side activities. Can you scroll up on the page, Just? Does it show? Yeah, it should show. It's got the back button, and it's got the payment. So you can, the back button's also grayed out, isn't it, Just, if I remember rightly?
Yes, yeah. And sorry, it came back up because I moved my screen.
So guys, they can't go anywhere apart from making a payment. Go ahead and click on credit card payment. Guys, this is how easy it is in our process for a credit card payment. You hear stories from people. So it took you over and you got to this page. You select your ticket. Go ahead, just go through it quickly and put in some kind of information. Obviously, I don't want you to share any private information, but if you can just put something in there, that'll work. And guys, the next step after this, we send this information over to our platform, okay? And from that, what's going to happen is, he's going to finish it in. Every time you take that cursor off, that pop-up's going to come up, and some of you are going to say, that's annoying. Well, we know, but again, it's to tell them. When you've clicked on that and it's gone across, it will then come to the merchant account. This is as simple as we can get it. We cannot get it any simpler. It tells them what the fees are. It tells them what their total payment is, and it gives them the option to pay with it. So if they're doing American Express or credit card, they click on the top link. If they want to use any other options, they can do that. So click on the credit card processing, which is the top link, Visa, MasterCard. It's going to open up, and all you're going to do is put in your credit card information like you do anywhere else, and then complete payment. Guys, that's it. There is nothing else, okay? Again, going through it, we spent 10, 15 minutes because we explained it. We read everything. But if you're doing it on your own, Justin, what would you say it takes you when you do your test in the morning? What's it take you from start to finish?
Oh, no more than maybe 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes at most.
So say 5 minutes for the normal person. So guys, that is it. It is in the process. That is the sign up. If it's a coupon code, the only difference is it right after the page. You can close this down now, just right after the page. It will then turn around and take you straight to your dashboard. You can play in the game. If you make the payment, it takes you to the tutorial. So I'm going to go through now and show you some stuff so you can see that on the tutorial. We are in the process of adding to the tutorial. So that you just heard me say that quite a few times. So when we come down here, so the tutorial, which we have, obviously you can see the link, it's there. That will grow, guys. That's not going to stop. That's going to be more and more stuff going in there. So the tutorial comes up right here under the tutorial. So it's got a little description. Justin is ongoing, working on that with his team to have it. So it tells people what to do. So when you get in your dashboard, if you've got enough, you can click on tutorial and away you go. You can start going through it. If you want to go into the game, then you can go into the game. Okay, this is what I was telling you about the NA. So that first two, you had a choice to pick out of the three of them. Then the one of them's NA, NA, NA. So they are whether you're restricted countries or not. So that's why you're seeing that. We're doing this on the page themselves so everybody can see it and they can understand what's going on. Obviously, when you go into the game, if you're going in, I don't know if I pulled that page up or not. Hang Let me go back to that for a second. That's the playoff 3, which I just wanted to do. So playing to the game, you're going to see that if you look at the playoff winners, they also show up the same on game 2 and 1. That is a calendar date issue that we got to fix. So I'll go on the push tonight. If you're going into the game, going to game 4 and play into there, I got an extra couple of spins in here added so that I could show you guys some testing today. Remember, I do not participate until everything is 100%. And then we'll let you guys know that our team will participate in the game. We're not going to do that until we get testing, but our team should deserve the chance to win as well. So if I go in there and I click, and the reason I'm going to do this, I'm going to do 3 or 4 today, and then I'm going to do the others on Saturday so you guys can see it. So, of course, that was the image. So what happened was this spin board was a 20 pieces of the pie. We cut the pie in half to get more spin numbers on there. And that's what was creating the problem in different browsers. So if you guys are getting any issues where it's landing real close or even on the next one over and it gives you a different number, please let us know. This is real live testing. We cannot do it any other way apart from live. So if you're getting an issue there, please let us know. When you click on to play on it, obviously that grays out now completely where it wasn't doing that on some. So some people were able to click quickly to get the next one. So that drops it down. You saw it hit refresh and so on and so on. So I'm just going to do one more for today and then we'll do the rest on Saturday unless I have to do more testing. So guys, that is basically done. The playoff, so you can see that. So what that done was that fell right on it, but it flashed it for you to show it was on there. So that's another reason you should be able to see it. So I'm glad that happened. Go back and watch the recall. You can see that. Now, going back to the game, if you want to go into the playoff games, remember, if you're going into the playoffs game and you go in there, you got the information. If it's grayed out, you can't play in it. We had somebody say the other day, how can I not play in it? However, remember, the top 50 people get rewards. So the people from that game get your reward points. That was a push that was done today. So you should start to see that. Justin, could you verify then people have got it yet? Or is that going to affect tonight? Just give me a heads up.
That's going to affect with the next push, which should be tonight, yeah. Right.
So guys, all of you from Raffle 1, Raffle 2, Wheel Spin Game Week 1, Game Week 2, Game Week 3. All of them will show up your entries for your top 50 winners. We've pretty well got done with everything. We just got a couple of other things to verify so we can do it. But again, Herbie's been won, so good job, Herbie. Chris got a $500 winning. That's good. 2 Herbies. Wow. So it just tells you how it goes, guys. And then, of course, the different prizes, the different entries, what they are is under the game. So, guys, if there's any bugs in there, before you start bombarding us with messages, please just check your internet speed. That's the only thing we ask. Check your internet speed to make sure that you've got a fast connection. If you report, the board isn't spinning. We have tested it, literally over 1,000 times. Okay, so in theory, you should have no problems, but you could have a browser problem that could create it. Now, I think we're all set. So if you have any issues going through that, we are kind of done on that. There'll be an odd tweak here and there, what we need to do. And only when we know that we've got a successful, full 100% success, we'll make sure the monthly game launches. At the moment, the monthly game is scheduled to kick off on Friday, the 15th. If we've got a couple of bugs in this problem, that will be delayed. Obviously, you'll see that when we tell you about it on the site. The daily game that is now up and knows what we're doing and the payments and how the daily game can play, that will be launched as we start to sell other tickets. Okay, so as new people come on, the new people will be able to get into the daily game. The existing and older people will not be able to get into the daily game unless you've sold a ticket. So let me say that one more time. So if you have not sold a ticket for the company, you will not be able to play into the daily game. All new people signing up will have the opportunity to start playing in the daily game. It's a fresh slate. The ticket play on the daily game is a $50 and $100 ticket period. There is no $20 tickets who are able to play in the daily game. They can play in the weekly, they can play in the monthly, but because there's going to be bigger, higher prizes, it's going to be driven on the daily game to create excitement that people share. The way they're going to get their spins, if somebody signs up, I don't want to get into too many details right now, but if you sign up and buy a ticket in the morning, you get your 5 spins. But if you go out and get a ticket sale, you get additional spins and additional bonus spins because it's your first day. So we have a whole program built for people that now buy tickets on the daily game. We're not going to launch the daily game until we know not only is the weekly game successful, but the monthly game, there are no bugs in it, at least for 10 days. So again, that should launch this week. Now, we also reached out to you and asked you if you would like to participate, and we want to, actually, I'm going to bring Paul on at this stage. Paul, do you want me to share the screen, but you want to talk about it, or do you want to share the screen, the whole thing? I can play because I got fast speed internet.
What our new character?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you just received the new video?
Yes.
Perfect.
I haven't looked at it, so I'm trusting you as always.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can bring on the new video, and if you can share the screen because you've got faster speed internet, mine's
right. Do we know what the reward is going to be for the person who picks the name?
Well, the way we talked about it is that we are going to do it in a 2-tier. So we're going to offer 1,000 points into the $50 million pool for the winning name. The name's going to be voted for by the community.
And the regulator is going to be part of that vote.
And the regulator is going to be part of that vote. Obviously, we're going to be asking the community to give us names for the new character. And for 3 suggestions, we'll give you an extra spin on the weekly game wheel.
Okay. And guys, we're looking for a power phrase statement to go with the character. So it's just not the name. As an example, Simon Says. That's a power phrase, okay? Something we can brand with the character. So it's 2 things we're looking for, not just the name. We are going to reach out to an outside company to get some opinions, because obviously just because we think we know what we're doing, we may not know what we're doing. This is a big step for Avazoo because we're rebranding the character. Now, where is the character going to be? Multiple places. On our website, on your dashboards, bringing you news updates, etc., etc. One day you're going to go into the app and all of a sudden you're going to get this character pop up and say, hey, did you know today we're doing so-and-so? How do you like your eggs cooked? Or do you want your meat cooked this? Whatever it is going to be, is going to be done as an interactive to you personally to create excitement. Additionally to that, it's going to be on some of the commercials. Obviously, you guys have seen Geico, the insurance, I would think, the lizard. That kind of situation is what's going to happen. Now, what I'm going to show you, we are 99% sure we are there. However, we've got a preliminary signed off, but I have not seen this, just like you guys haven't. So I don't know what's the latest one. So I'm going to go ahead and download it right now, and then we're going to look at it together. And remember, what we're looking for is a power phrase and a character. And again, the introductory part may change slightly. Is that correct, Paul?
Yeah, we've been playing with it. Again, I came up with this idea last week, at the end of the week, and we basically worked on this for a few days. And this is where we got it to at this moment. So there still could be some changes. We're looking at other things like his voice and things like that. But, it's a work in progress, but we want to get our family involved. So we're looking at a name, because once we've got a name, we can then build a character around him.
Yeah, and a voice as well. So if you guys have got suggestions on voice, we'll come up with another bonus. So in this scenario where he comes on, a 99% start at least with the name. And from there, this is what would happen.
Hello, my brothers and sisters, my Avazoo family. I am the newest member of the family, and I am very proud to be here to help the new people who join our mission to help those in the world who need it. I am looking forward to working with all of you, but first, as a group, we need to give me a name, so please choose something suitable. I am hopeful that I will make everyone proud when implemented on the websites, to guide people around them and bring people together with the message of one cause, one love. I am also looking forward to being the face of Avazoo in the ads that will be run, and I wish to learn more about different languages so I can communicate with everyone. For now.
Sorry, it caught up as I moved my mouse, so we got to wait for it to reload. So guys, you kind of got the gist of things. I don't know if that's going to let me reload right there. It's not. So I reboot that back up. Let me get it back up. So sorry for cutting your excitement off there, Paul. I apologize, but it hadn't loaded completely is what the problem was.
Nice one.
So let me reload that, guys. And what we're going to do, we're going to run it one more time. So you can see here, screen share. What you got to look at, and it was important for us to make sure we got it, is that it's going to start off. This is going too quick. We need this to go slower from Avazoo. But then you got to look at the A, and then the V and the A. So we're going legs, stomach, arms. Z's the nose, the eyes, and in orange and red are Z is the nose, orange and red are the eyes. If you haven't got that, hopefully you already got that. If not, we haven't done a very good job. I think it's a great idea and concept that Paul's come up with, and it'll get used to being known. So here we go one more time. Hopefully that's loaded.
Hello, my brothers and sisters, my Avazoo family. I am the newest member of the family, and I am very proud to be here to help the new people who join our mission to help those in the world who need it. I am looking forward to working with all of you, but first, as a group, we need to give me a name, so please choose something suitable. I am hopeful that I will make everyone proud when implemented on the websites, to guide people around them and bring people together with the message of one cause, one love. I am also looking forward to being the face of Avazoo in the ads that will be run, and I wish to learn more about different languages so I can communicate with everyone. For now, I would like to say thank you. It's been great meeting all of you, and I hope to see you all again soon. Goodbye, my new family.
Okay, so you guys have got it. I'll stop it when we go in here a little bit somewhere along. So
I am hopeful that I will make everyone proud.
So as you can kind of see, guys, eyes is the O, the arms are is an A, body A. I think Paul done an awesome job not only coming up with the concept, but putting it together. We know we got more things to do to it to really create it. But the idea of this, guys, is even going to be on the website. And he'll introduce all new people that come on to the website and give them some updates. So when they're scrolling around on the website, they'll, hey, where are you going? You're not going to buy a ticket? You know, and things of like that nature. When somebody goes to get off, put a guilt trip on them using the character. So we have a lot of plans for it. The voice, we got to get the right voice. You know, it doesn't matter about rebranding a new voice and keep the other ones where we got, because this will become the character, the front face of Avazoo. So you guys have got it pretty well down pat. So is there any questions on anything we discussed up to now? If not, I'm going to go back over the payment $50 million pool program just to give you an idea. But Justin, is there any questions that's come up or anything about what we're doing currently?
No questions yet. Actually, one from Keith. He said, how long for the contest? That's the only question I got.
Actually, that's a good point, and it's not been discussed unless Paul's made a decision. But Paul, have you made a decision? You can't. Are you going to try and have these ready for Saturday, the voting, or do you? Well, it depends on the regulator signing off, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're going to open up the email address for you to email your ideas to, and that'll run for a week from Saturday to Saturday. So
subject to the approval from the regulator.
Yeah, subject to the approval from the regulator. Once we've got the approval from the regulator to run the competition, the names gathering will run for a week, and then the voting will run for a week after. Because obviously the regulator has to sign off on the names. It's not us guys. We can only put our suggestions forward. So I must say that, please be respectful. This is something that we're putting out as a company. We're looking at it being our mascot for Avazoo. So any silly, stupid names, anything that's disrespectful will not be counted towards your spin. It will not be counted towards the 3 names that you're given. Again, everything with the bylines as well. That it needs to be respectful, guys, because this will be going out to the world and other communities. So we need to make sure that everything's nice and clean with it. Once the regulator signs off on the names that we're going to put up for vote, they'll then go up for vote, and then it'll be down to the community to pick the name for it. So we're hoping to get everything signed off. So you guys have actually got a preview to it. But yeah, Saturday, hopefully everything will be ready and going live on Saturday for names coming in for the first week and then voting for the second week.
Okay, so guys, you got it. I mean, obviously it's a big deal to name a mascot that's going to go down for hopefully centuries to come, that it's going to be known. So, take it seriously, guys. I think basically what Paul is saying, in some countries, another name can mean sometimes different else in a language. So when you pick a name, just do yourself a favor, Google the name to see what it means in some other countries or something, just to make sure we're not accidentally doing something that's not really adult friendly, so or children friendly, whatever we want to call it. All right, and of course, guys, that'll eventually be the logo on the t-shirts and so on and so on and so on. So it's kind of a big step for all of us. So good job, Paul. And I think what we're going to do now, guys, I know we got the same familiar kind of group on here on Wednesdays we kind of do. So we are going to quickly go through the $50 million poll. I got to be honest, we had, I don't know how many people have responded since Saturday about the amount of people that have, really excited about the $50 million poll. There's a lot of people that have shared like, okay, well, now I can get a financial reward from doing this. So I think we've opened up something very promising. There was only 3 people that come back to us and said, I'm not out of everybody that have watched the video, went through the recording and everything else, we've only had 3 people that I'm aware of, unless that's changed today. I've been in meetings all day today with the payment people. But there was only 3 people that said I didn't understand the poll on how to explain it. Now, remember, we're working diligently to get everything up on the website for Friday so that we can introduce you a new page of all the different promotions that Avazoo has. The reward program is a big, big deal. Remember, everything is ticket related. I wish we could reward, and perhaps we can down the road with different certificates or something for the people with loyalty. But when it comes down to the rewards of giveaways, it all comes down to ticket sales. But we did have 3 people that kind of said, I'm not quite sure I understand it. So we're going to do this kind of as an open format this time, with Paul also adding some input. I've done the presentation now to 4 or 5 different organizations already, and everybody seems to get it pretty quickly. Sometimes when it's too, and I just want to be fair to everybody, sometimes people can overthink the process. So if you're not understanding how the points work, but the most important thing that you got to do is, if you want to participate, if you don't want to participate, don't worry. Take a pass. You got your ticket. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. But if you do want to participate, the most important part is every 24 hours it clicks past the hour, you've lost a day of getting points. And that points can literally be worth pennies or hundreds of thousands of dollars. It does. So you got to get in. And of course, it's ticket sales that drives it. And we've had a few ticket sales, nothing to really go and jump up and down and write home to your parents and tell them how great the week's been. But we've had some ticket sales, and I think a lot of people are missing the game. I actually added up Elias, and is Elias on with us today or not? No, he's on vacation.
No, Elias is on vacation, and he did send a message in saying that he doesn't know if he's going to be able to join us today because
cool. Okay. Well, I added up Elias's, and I could be off by a little bit here and there, but he's very close in the last 3 weeks, that he's over $300 that he would have collected if he had sold a ticket sale in each one of the weeks, because of the top 20 people getting the referral money. So guys, if you've got people playing in there, and I see names, I see, lots of your names on here today next to the person who's winning on the winning board. And if you don't sell a ticket that week, in that week cycle, then you don't get that reward. That's money just being given away. So you want to make sure you're out there pitching the ticket sales as much as you can. And there are so many different ways to sell tickets right now. But to be truthful, Elias, literally $300 or close to $300 is what he would have got if he counted up his slots. It's a pretty cool idea. Unfortunately, he didn't sell a ticket in week 1. I know he did in week 2, and I'm not sure where he was in week 3. So guys, there's lots of opportunity where people now would want to participate, forgetting the $1 billion. The obvious reason is, hey, they can win money weekly and eventually daily and eventually monthly. So please put your efforts forward if you want to participate in that. Now, we're going to go ahead and go to the board. And Justin, is there any questions that we need to answer while we get set up? Do you have anything for us?
Nope, not at this time.
Cool. So guys, if you've got any questions, this is time to open up. Remember, not only do you help other people on this call, but people later that get the opportunity, they're very grateful for the questions because you're asking it for them. So try to make sure that happens if you can. And that did not work, did it?
It looks like it's covered. I don't know which camera you went to.
It is because
I'm just going to address a comment that Sylvie's just made. Sylvie, you are correct. The mascot will be able to dance with you at the event because we are planning on having the mascot there in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that, guys, because I had no clue. So I'm just trying to set up a camera. So hopefully...
Sylvie says great.
Well, the worst thing is me trying to dance with anybody, alone a mascot. Okay, I am unable to use that camera. Paul, if you can share a little bit of the concept with how the money works while I jump off. I got to jump off and jump back on. So if you can talk to them right now a little bit about how the pool works, then we can expand on it as soon as I get back.
Okay, so I'll go to the once the event's sort of finished and how the money's going to work. So once everyone that's involved is in the pool, we'll know exactly how many points there are, and we're going to be taking 20% of people's points each week or bi-weekly. We're waiting on the regulator to come back and actually finalise that with us. And basically what will happen is those points will go into a secondary pool, and then it'll be worked out on percentage of the weekly sales. So if there is 10 people in the pool, for instance, and they each did 10% of the sales, they get their initial 20% back. If it was a case of someone overperformed and someone else underperformed, then the points will be redistributed. And when the points get redistributed, that means the person that's putting the more effort in will end up with the more points. And then once we close that out, they'll end up with the most money. And that's a basic idea of it. I hope I described that and people understood that, because that was just a quick explanation on the way it works. But each week you'll add in your 20%, and then you need to sell tickets to maintain either what you had or earn more. And it can change week by week. And it's always on a percentage of what you did in comparison to the total amount of sales. So it pays for you to push as hard as you can every week, because you don't know that by having a week where you think, well, I don't really need to sell that many tickets this week, that could be a massive impact on your points that you started off with, whereas you want to be having a positive impact on your points. So realistically, you either want to maintain or you want to increase. you don't want to decrease because it could be difficult to earn those points back. There will be no more points added into the pool once we close the initial pool. Basically, that means that we know exactly how many points will be in the redistribution every week, and we know what sales are coming in. So it's easier for us rather than having other points added into the pool on a weekly basis. Once we know how many points are in the pool, we know what the points will be worth. The regulator is putting, and unfortunately, a minimum amount of points required in there. So we'll release that figure to you once he's released it to us, because he says what will happen is everyone will talk and they'll basically say, well, if we put less points in, they'll be worth more. That ain't going to happen. You need to push, get as many points in there because the regulator will put a minimum in. And if we don't hit the minimum, the pool will be pulled. And that's the last thing we want for anyone. Obviously, you know, Dave has brought up the million on there. We want to make sure that we are over $1 million. I know it works out to be $50 per point. We want it to be over the $1 million. We need you to push. You know, the regulator is on this because obviously it's all about ticket sales and everything like that. As a company, we have invested a lot of money into the licensing and everything like that. The building of the dashboards, the platforms. We're always trying to improve and make things easy for people. But what you guys have got to realize is we're on the ground level right now. It is done by the actuaries that we're struggling now to get the tickets and get the raffle going. Once the first raffle's done and we're in the media, the tickets are going to sell out. And they reckon the tickets will sell out within 10 days once the second raffle is announced. Think about that. 10 days. The actuaries are saying they reckon the tickets will sell after the first raffle has been done. 10 days. That doesn't give people a lot of time to go out and sell tickets and things like that. This is why we're saying go get your AAPs. Yeah. You've got other opportunities with your sponsors and your loyalty programs. It's just going to take off. And Dave is a great believer in not leaving anybody behind. We don't want to leave anybody behind. But the people that put the effort in now at the ground level to build a foundation are going to be the people that get rewarded. You might get rewarded from the first raffle. You know, you might earn some money. But if you're not one of the big hitters like R. Kelly, you know, we love you, sister. You're always positive. You're always pushing. You know, you've always got a smile on your face. I know you've not been feeling too well this week, but you've always got a smile on your face and a positive word. You're going to be one of the people that goes places with Avazoo. The other people that are just sitting around wanting the free entries, you're not going to be getting what you've got now in the second and third raffle because it will sell out in 10 days. The time period after that, you'll have your 30 days, 60 days, 90 days to build up your free entries, not like you've had now. So your probabilities after the first raffle will go down on winning a bigger prize because you don't push, you don't do anything, you're just along for the ride. We need people to start pushing and build and build and build. This is going to be something monumental. And I don't want to sound negative, but we are going to do this with or without you guys. We are dedicated. We're pushing. We're innovative. We're coming up with new ideas all the time, hence the mascot. We will get there. We've got outside people looking at us now as well. Like Dave says, he's already presented the $50 million pool to other people outside of the company. We're having meetings all the time. So sooner or later, this is going to take off and take off very quickly. Yes, Kelly, we do need it to happen. Oh, Dave's back. Glad to see. Can't hear you, Dave. If you're trying to talk, you're on mute.
I said, I don't know if that's going to work because I'm using a third camera that is stretched. Is that any good or not?
It's okay if we.
Have you gone through enough? Because I recognize most of the team were here on Saturday, and we're going to go through it this upcoming Saturday again. Have you gone through enough to explain it to people how it works?
Yes, I believe I have. Justin, you were listening. Do you think I covered it enough?
Yeah, actually, ironically enough, I was taking notes while you were talking there because it was important, I think, to listen to it on Saturday and also today to kind of get the full grasp of it. So,
okay, so then let's do this because we're already on an hour. Let's go ahead and answer any Q&A that they may have. Let's do that, and then what we'll do is we'll obviously come back and we'll do the whole thing on Saturday, and that's where our focus point will be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to field any questions.
Okay. So guys, has anybody got any questions right now that we can help you out with understanding?
Your mic dropped out then, Dave.
you're muted on StreamYard.
Yeah. So yeah, if anyone's got any questions, please write them in the comments. We're more than happy to answer them. Like Dave always says, we're a crystal clear company. We don't hide from anything. We own our mistakes. So we're happy to field any questions and answer any questions. I think Dave's having connection problems. Oh no, he's moving again. No, can't hear you.
Can't hear you yet.
But I don't think we've got any questions, have we, Justin?
I don't see any yet.
No.
Give people a second here to post them,
but thank you all for the positive comments about the new mascot. I hope that he will flourish and do us all proud.
we did just get a question, Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is actually not related to the 50 million pool, but question came from Keith. He said, is there a possibility for match it free entries to be added to the games? That's a great question, actually.
That is a great question. We'd have to ask the regulator about that one because that's actually on another app through AppTech Gateway.
Yeah.
And we don't really advertise that other app on Avazoo, even though it's an app that we have dealings with. So not all players will have the Match It. Because you've been around since the beginning, Keith, you're one of the core. So you knew about Match It, but we don't really talk about Match It much anymore. Oh, I can hear Dave.
Check, test 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we can hear you, Dave.
Whew. Guys, never tried to try and change your cameras on a live webinar because it doesn't work. It kicks everything else off. Right, sorry. So I had some kind of a question about Match It. What was the question?
Can the points from Match It, the free entries, be added to the games?
No, can't do it. The reason being is it can't be done. It's a different company, and we can't take the points from there. That is going because then points aren't counted towards. How did he explain it? The free entries you're getting from the points doesn't classify you into this game. It's a separate entity, and it's not Avazoo, where we got it approved for Avazoo. So the answer is, unfortunately, we can't do that. We can try again. We can try and ask. Now we got it up and going. Could we do that? But the answer is no. The biggest thing, guys, I just, I try to play it as straight as I can with you. the regulator and powers above, let's just leave it as that. The disturbing point was in the marathon, what happened in the marathon. And why should everybody get punished because of other people? That's what my argument's been. However, since we've kicked off the game, we've committed and paid out some already, but the commitment already has been, it's actually already coming up to a couple of $1,000. So the bottom line is the people they're not selling tickets. Okay, I don't know how else to tell you. So the regulator does not continue. So if you're playing free games and getting free stuff, then they went and looked at the banners this week, and they're looking at the potential banners, and that may come back and haunt me tonight on the call. That when I do them, because I have the calls on Mondays and Wednesdays, they might come back and say, okay, if the banners aren't posted, what's happening is people are posting the banner and then taking it down, or people are posting the banner in other forms just to get the points to spin in the game, but they're taking it down. So it's not helping Avazoo as in an advertisement board that people can purchase a ticket. So, I mean, we had a big fear last week. I'm just playing it honest. They were very close to say, hey, just pull the game. It's not working. Just focus on selling tickets. So, again, a lot of people are starting to get into the game, and it's growing every single week to win money, but they're not doing the same effort to go out and sell tickets. And we're here for a cause. We're here trying to sell tickets to the world to generate, to do some good, to leave a legacy. So just keep giving things away. They could pull the plug on it tonight if we don't start selling tickets. So to go and add more points that you can spin off, they're actually looking at deducting points. So, I've got a good argument to lay out tonight. But, when people are spinning in there 4 and 5 and 6 extra times during the week because they've got the capability of posting on all of the social sites, the concern is, hey, you're the same winners are happening. And you guys are seeing it. I'm not telling you anything different you haven't thought yourself. You got the same leaders on the leaderboard. We're not about playing after one person, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way or a negative way. We're all equal. It's one cause, one love, period. So whether you're white, pink, yellow, black, I don't care. Whether you got different religions, I don't care. If you're playing in the game, I don't care if you're a part of the company or you're a leader. Everybody gets treated equally. So if we've got people out there that continue getting on top of the leaderboard because they've got access to posting different banners and different points, then it makes it unfair for the other people who can't. So guys, it's just the way we are. And if you don't like that, I can't change your opinion on that. You've all got a raffle ticket, but if it does offend you that we're trying to make it as fair and even game, I understand. I completely do. And the regulator is not a bad person, or GG or any of the board directors. Everybody's very happy, the advisories, but we got to sell tickets. I'll ask you, you put it right here. You got a chat box. How many of you have sold a ticket in the last week? Write it in the box right now. Let's see how many of you have actually sold a ticket, or write it in the last month. How many of you have sold a ticket in the last month? So guys, you can't just keep give without receiving. So at the moment, guys, we're hoping and praying that, our little marketing that starts on Friday, the 15th, will generate some new people. New ticket sales will generate new excitement. Just don't want to make sure we leave any of our loved ones behind. But guys, this 50 million pull, that's no joke. I don't know how much you've thought about that. This is going to happen. That could be a retirement fund for some of you. I mean, I don't mean to be rude because I don't know your personal situation. So forgive me. I apologize. But literally, if you're a person that's coming up on retirement, an extra $100,000 in your account could make a big difference, or an extra $1 million could be wonderful. But it ain't going to happen if you don't do any ticket sales. And you can't do ticket sales if you don't do some form of word of mouth advertisement, or you don't do a banner posting or something like that. So, just being fair, guys, we got to put our focus on what's the most important to us, which is sell tickets. And you have to ask yourself, have you done that same, you're accomplishing the same goal? And if you have, then you get rewarded, and you get rewarded pretty bigly. bigly. I don't know if that's the right word. You get rewarded very largely. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead, Just. What other questions we got?
We have a question that says, has Avazoo advertised on TV like it was planned?
No, we have not been advertised for two reasons. Number one, there was a celebrity issue that happened that slowed down the documentary. Bill has kind of offset that, and we're moving forward with the documentary anyway. So we're expecting to have that done literally any day. That will be the first cut of the documentary without the celebrities. Once that's done, we will then start running and airing that immediately. Kind of, I don't know how many of you have been in advertisement, but there's what they call prime time. You know, prime times are very, very expensive. A 30-second on a prime time, something like ABC and some of the other networks. I'm talking about dinner time kind of prime time, morning prime time. So they can be $1,500 to $5,000 or even higher than that, depending what's being aired around that prime time. And you get a 15, 30-second, 1-minute spot. We're doing a documentary. It gives us two things, okay? The most important one it gives us is the ability to air our product. So certain countries will not let you air online unless you have a gaming license. We do not have a gaming license in certain countries because our license is not recognized. Like in the USA, it is not recognized a raffle license. So we can't run buy your ticket now on a commercial. The networks will not let that happen. However, what they will do, because they want to make money like anybody else, they'll let us run and air a documentary. And that documentary can be on Sun TV, it can be on ESPN, it can be on other channels that are not prime time, and it can run for 1 hour. And the cost can be even on a filler spot. We can pay $5 for that, or $50 or $200 for a whole hour. And they're called filler spots. What we do is we just agree to an agreement. We don't know when they're going to come on. However, that will fill when somebody else pulls their advertisement. So it all is related to budget and what we can afford to spend, as well as the law. So the documentary got held up because of the celebrity issue, what happened with the crypto last year. We have celebrities that have said yes, they will go forward. They want to see ticket sales, and we cannot produce the ticket sales right now of what they are expecting before they jump on board. Nobody wants to jump out there. Now, if any of you know a celebrity, know somebody that would love to get behind this, we have a very lucrative pool financially to help that celebrity and you. So if you know somebody, a soccer player, we're not interested in, sorry, I shouldn't say that, take that back. We're always interested in everybody, but we're not looking for, at this time, an A-rated celebrity. You know, we're working with somebody right now here locally in town that hopefully we'll have our meeting tomorrow. And that meeting tomorrow could take us into the UCF fighting arena. And if we can get him on board, which he's given us a verbal right now that he's going to do, then we're in great shape. Now, we have another friend, Greg, that's working with another individual that's a world champion. So celebrities in their own environment, you know, if it's a jockey, you may not know him because you don't do horse racing or betting, and I don't. But somebody else, there's a big audience that shows up at horse races. So a jockey, if you know a jockey, you know a soccer player, if you know a basketball player, if you know a pool player, a cricket player, anybody out there that's got it, we're interested in those celebrities. We really need one or two to step up so then we can get on the bigger names. So let us know. But as of right now, we are finishing off the documentary, and we're going to go forward with the documentary. And it's kind of cool because, you know, you guys don't look at it like this. I do, because I've had to look at it like this. Why another delay? Why another delay? Well, I look at the positive things. Well, we got another delay here a couple of weeks ago, and all of a sudden now we got a 50 million pool, and we got a character, a mascot that we're bringing on board. That if we're to put on a Discover channel or something 3 months ago, 4 months ago, we wouldn't have had him. So I always look at the positive things. You know, there's nothing happens apart from old age matures and makes things better. If you drink wine, you understand what I mean. So, but it's going to happen, guys. I've said it since day one. I'm not sure exactly when, but I know it's going to happen. So, and that's come from powers from way above me. All right. Any other questions, Just?
No, that's it.
Right. Well, let's wrap it, guys. Think about 3 things. People on your team to build. We got 2 team building calls tomorrow. Kelly's doing the AAP call at 7 p.m. New York time. At 8 o'clock New York time, we're doing the team building. And then, of course, Saturday. Now, guys, in that team building tomorrow, we may touch base. So if you're bringing some new team people on, they can have a look. But preferably, what you want to do is make sure them team leaders are on a Saturday's call so they can see the layout and the breakdown on the money, what they can do. You're not looking for a big commitment. I've been trying to find some statistical data that shows that if you start with a normal network marketing product, an affiliate product, you know, a vitamin pill or something like that, how long does it take to get your first payment? And I've been trying to find some numbers to show that. But in theory, guys, if we kick this thing off and we can get that snowball effect, everything should sell out in 100 days. And once the tickets are sold, we can then pay out that bonus. We do not have to wait to the raffle to pay out that bonus. I don't know if you guys bought that up the other day or caught that when I said it. So even if the raffle tickets are sold for 100 days, there's a 30-day window to let people get free entries, then a 30 days for the event notification. So it's typically another 90 plus days. So it's around 6 months each raffle. With the bonus pool, as soon as the 50th minute ticket is sold, bingo, we're paying out that money. So, you know, people literally could be into money by the end of the year, subject to how good we do. That's big, you know, whether you're looking at 25 grand or 250 grand or $2.5 million or $25 million. Somebody out there can win it, and it's guaranteed money. And you don't need a lot of time and effort on this. This is not waking up in the morning, going out to a job site and putting a roof on a house. This is about posting something, looking at it, making a tweak and change, and then duplicate. And there's a ton of free websites, guys. Free websites sending traffic, ton of them out there. You can get them yourself up and for $2. Ange just got for $2 3 million web views. So on a site she's building, they're out there. You just got to look and find them, and they are available. All right, be blessed, everybody. And we will see you tomorrow for the trainings. And we'll see you on Saturday. I recommend get your people on Saturday's call. We will send out an email tomorrow on Thursday for the reminder on Saturday, so you guys are aware of that. All right, thank you so much. Your dashboard is up and going. Yes, we did mess up on the calendar date. Sorry about that. And the third game, we are human, but it will be fixed on tonight's shift and then pushed. And your dashboard is pretty well done at this stage now, guys. Rock and roll and enjoy. All right. Love to all of you. Prayers to all of you and the family. God bless, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks, Paul. Thanks.
Cheers, Dave. Right.